I love being amidst nature. The serenity of it makes me introspect every single time. And the peaceful outdoors, I always like to try and go beyond where others have been. One of those random thoughts during such time is that they say that you must not bring a knife to a gunfight. But I feel it's also important what gun you bring to that gunfight.
Hold on, my friend. Hold on, how have you been? I just heard you say gun. You're talking about gun? How about a tank loaded with barrels and just blasting off?
Ooh, absolutely. There's no competition against that.
Isn't it? And you're fighting with gun and knife and this and that. Boss, tanks. Make sense?
Makes sense, of course.
You can go anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like not having a pseudo SUV that masquerades as an SUV, but the
Yeah.
proper tank.
Yeah?
What do you have for me today, Nilesh?
Exactly. Folks, we have a tank today. But before we go to that tank, don't you want to tell them about us?
If you don't already know about us, we are MWTV. I am Suraj. This is Nilesh. We help you choose the absolute right car for yourself.
Right. Premium,
Premium
of
and
yourself.
luxury cars
Yeah.
only. So you can read about us on mwtv.in. You can browse through the many articles, news, reviews, and a lot of trivia that's available on our website. You can also follow us on Instagram. You can subscribe to us on YouTube. You can find our posts on Facebook, and we are also on Twitter. But that's not all. In our effort of going forward to meet your needs and understand what car is right for you, we are also now available on phone and WhatsApp on 942-3369-888. If you missed that, it will be flashing on your screen. Get in touch with MWTV on 942-3369-888. So Nilesh, about this tank.
Oh, tank. All right. So you mentioned something about pseudo SUVs, right? And what I have today is a SUV,
Okay.
right?
Proper.
Proper SUV.
Okay.
And to my mind, whenever it comes to SUVs, it's always about going above and beyond. But what I have today is something that can go above and beyond. What we have today finally to our garage is the Defender. And we did have something on the Instagram which was churning out a lot of eyeballs, and where we had mentioned that the Defender is coming really very soon to our garage, and here it is now. And now it's time to check out something that goes above and beyond, right? So the Defender.
Honestly, I like the fact that even though it's the second generation only after 30 years, they have managed to maintain most of the old styling elements and give it a completely modern redesign. Like this entire headlamp cluster is reminiscent of what it was with the legendary Defender. So I love these DRLs, how they've integrated it, made it look modern. There's a nice blackened out mascot, bold butch styling, a 3D Land Rover logo, and a proper scuff plate. I like that.
Yeah, and Suraj, I really love the way these fog lamps are hidden here. They are LED by the way, and they are absolutely powerful, folks. Yeah, we have driven the car in the night, so we know what we are talking. And what I really also love is these bulges here on the bonnet. It really gives a very nice commanding view to you while you're driving the car. But moving to the sides now, what is it that, Suraj, that comes to your mind when it comes to moving to the sides?
I think it's interesting that it gets the maximum number of parking sensors that I've seen in a while, which extends all the way up to the front fender. There's also the camera up front there, along with a couple of sensors there. The side has this absolutely unmissable muscular styling and a clean line. It's straight, it's square, but it's still hip. It's so cool, it's so clean. It means business, and it definitely says that out loud.
Yeah, and of course right now it is on the off-road mode, so you see the car is raised up. But I love this extremely traditional 5-spoke alloys here. You know, they are really good, and in fact finished in what is this, a gunmetal color or something?
Yeah, I think those are gunmetal
Yeah.
alloys.
And
yeah.
it really goes well with this golden barge and the golden color here. Suraj, I really love this door handles, extremely chunky, right? I mean, the entire silhouette is boxy, but I kind of found it confusing. Generally, your request sensor is here because you tend to open the door something like this, but now this is here. So I'm kind of trying to figure out how would you really
I think
open up.
Land Rover's designed it more for right-handed guys, so you would put your right hand here, which doesn't make sense because that's not how you would open this side of the door.
Yeah.
It should have been this way,
Yeah.
but seems to be a bit of an oversight.
That's a bummer, I believe. But coming back to what's nice about this car, I love this portion. Look at this rear quarter here, right? You feel as if this is a sliding window, but this is not, right? It just goes down, rolls down like a traditional SUV.
Wow.
And this applique here, you know, it really accentuates the overall look of the.
And they've made it very
SUV.
functional. There are some accessory packs that you can buy to
That's
fit
right.
here. So it's been used well. It's not just put for the heck of it. It's very thoughtful everywhere. There's defoggers even in this
Yeah.
rear quarter panel near the D pillar.
Yeah.
And yes, I really liked what you mentioned about this layer here. There's chunky grab handles. There's a little too many elements coming here, but I think it all adds up really nice. And of course, let's not forget,
The Alpine glass here.
yeah,
All
the
right.
Alpine lights, absolutely, just
Now,
below the roof
To know the
rails.
essence of Alpine lights, you must read out about the history of Defender on our website.
So for all of you who are wondering where that Above and Beyond comes from, if you've not hit us on our website and read about the history of the Land Rover, do that right now. There'll be a link mentioned below. Check out more history of the brands to understand how the ethos develops, what makes this Defender legendary, and why do they call it Go Anywhere, whereas the rest of the family just says Above and Beyond.
So moving to the rears, Suraj, I really love the way this tailgate is designed, right? How many SUVs today you have with a spare wheel on the tailgate? This is one of, and they have done it really well aesthetically also. I also like the square tail lamps here, and look at this. These are add-on elements. They look classy in the night, isn't it?
Absolutely, Nilesh. These are squircles,
Squircles, all right.
right? And there's a nice LED reversing lamp here. These look brilliant, especially when you brake. Only these two elements light up. We'll see more of those shots there, but it's absolutely pretty. There are rear parking sensors. There are two cameras at the rear itself. The total the car has 5. We showed you one at the front. There's 2 on each mirror. There's one here and there's one up there on the shark fin antenna. There's an additional camera, and this camera gives the feed all the way inside to the IRVM. We'll show you that later.
And that's called what? Clear sight vision?
Clear sight vision.
Yeah, that's got clear sight vision, and it looks really awesome. So there is something more I want to talk about the tailgate here, and that has to be the soft touch opening door. Now while we know the answer why this rear door is a soft closed door, let us know in comments if you know the answer as to why this door, the rear door, is a soft close one, right? So coming back, quite a nice and well arranged boot here, Suraj. And why don't you take our viewers with what all do you have here?
So for everyone who has, I mean, I personally always find myself looking for a 7-seater, even though I don't need a 7-seater, which can do as a spacious 5-seater, but can sometimes be useful to carry those extra passengers. Completely utilitarian car, as we were discussing. There's a
Yeah.
nice rubberized finish right here.
Yeah.
You can lift it to see the jack, the tow hook, everything has been well protected. There's a lot of towing hooks, proper metal ones at that.
Yes.
And if you ever want to convert it, all you got to do is very thoughtfully remove this from here. There are 2 hooks here as well, by the way, and there's a charging port here as well. It's a simple elastic mechanism to just unhook this. There's one charging port in the boot here. There's another charging port, 12 volt socket right here. Pull up the flaps and you get your 3rd row. What about headrests? Well, pull those up too.
And then you get your headrest.
And you have your 3rd row seats, and you still have boot space. I would be able to fit in a suitcase
Yeah,
here,
one suitcase here. Yeah.
right? And the 3rd row guys get their own AC vent, their own charging points, their own bottle holders. It's really pretty, really well thought of, and very, very functional. Now, I was struggling till Nilesh showed me how this can be brought down. It is very smartly. You do not pull this, you cannot tumble these down.
You don't even have to touch it. Done. And done. So it goes back to being
Flat.
a flat bed again.
Which can take up the boot space to about 966 liters. With all the seats up, it's about 216 liters of 216 liters of
That's
boot
still
space.
decent.
That's still pretty decent. And fitting this back up is child's play, which we shall do, and have some more fun with this car.
Yeah, but for now, enough of talking about exteriors. I think my take on the exteriors would be, if you want something which looks the part, does the part of being an SUV, I think the Defender not only does it look the part, but also does the part. And how is it to drive? All right,
Right-handed,
right-handed. Oh yes.
please come in, my
Right-handed.
friend. We are driving the P300 variant. It's a petrol, and you have the text down here. But how does that translate for a car this weight and with these off-road prowess and capabilities? What does it translate to? Let's check it out.
So now that we explored the car on the outside, now that you are driving the car, let me straight begin with asking you, Suraj, well, it's too early, but let me still ask you, how are you feeling behind the wheel?
So honestly, I was a little apprehensive when I saw this beast and its size, but it is surprisingly nimble and butter smooth to drive. Being a petrol, I did not expect that it would be so powerful, and it does feel very refined. It's very easy to change lanes, even with its weight, with its
size.
heft, the size, and I think it's a monocoque. Yet there is a little bit of a side to side rolling that you can feel, swaying. I hope it's not just me.
But not to the extent that it would be, let's say, so let me put it this way, for the size of this SUV, the swaying is very well controlled.
I agree.
For something like as huge as this, it should actually be tilted to some degree. But now you're getting into a curve and you can barely feel the
Oh yeah, absolutely.
tilt happening or the curve of off balance happening.
It's a really nice place to be. Like we were discussing, everything about it is utilitarian. Sure, that progresses all over the cabin. So if you go for this plastic here, this white, it looks nice. I was pleasantly surprised, bit taken aback when I saw the white, but it's hard plastic. The buttons have a clicky tactile feel to it. You
Yeah.
can hear them, you know, and they're not the touchscreen ones like we were discussing earlier. So all hard plastics all around, yet some nice leather touches here on the grab handles. Yes, very utilitarian vehicle, but very smooth and confidence inspiring to drive.
What I also love is the simplicity of this entire design. You know, it's very simple, as you have been saying it time and again. Utilitarian. You know, that's what actually this Defender is all about. And it really has everything where it should be. That's typically important when you're driving a SUV of this size. You should have things which should be in your command. Speaking about features, I think I quite like that it comes with a 4-zone climate control AC. The touch screen is absolutely responsive. You have a wireless charger here, couple of cubby holes here. The center screen houses the audio system also, and that is nothing but a stellar sounding Meridian system, which I believe Land Rover has done a phenomenal job along with Meridian of staging the speakers right, because the sound notes are crisp, the bass is spot on. You will love the bass, especially all those bass lovers will love the bass in this car. And you're grinning and you're smiling, and the reason of that is this large SUV, you are gunning around and you're pushing around, and that's why you have that smile on your face.
It's effortless, Nilesh. It's effortless. It's just going smooth. I
Yeah.
grab the throttle a little bit. It sprints ahead. You don't realize what a big, massive vehicle you're driving. Really lovely. Everything's right. There's a lot of cubby holes, and I was surprised to find the wireless charger. It's a little tucked away under the armrest. Maybe it's
Yeah.
to ensure your phone does not bounce around.
Yeah.
With the sheer number of chargers in this car, I think this car would win our award of maximum number of charging points. hands down.
No doubt. Only the seat behind is actually a 1 BHK apartment. Yeah.
Right.
Loads and loads of legroom, and surprisingly, the flat bed down there. So 3 people are absolutely comfortable here. Actually, of course, not at long distances, but yes, they would be far more comfortable than any German equivalent SUV,
Oh, absolutely.
right?
And they've given
Uh,
a 40-20-40 split.
Kind of a split.
Very useful feature. They've got
Yeah.
ISOFIX
Correct.
and they've thoughtfully covered everything which you would expect at this price point. So there's a
And
soft
from Land
touch
Rover.
here. And from Land Rover.
Yeah.
And from Land Rover. There's
Yeah.
a soft touch here where the seat belts would brush with the center
Yeah.
panel.
Yeah.
There's a cover for the ISOFIX mounts. Everything's well taken care of. You have extra lights in the C-pillar
Yeah.
for the passengers there. You have grab hooks with coat hooks there. Oh, there's ambient lighting.
Oh yes, which was struggling the other day to figure out which lights and which color.
Lights.
But also, when need be, this is a 7-seater.
Oh yes, absolutely. Like
When
it.
need be, yeah. Of course, the third row is going to be largely for kids. I really don't think adults will be able to sit there comfortably on long distance.
On long distance.
Shorter
yes.
city trips here and there, yes, but long distance definitely no.
If I had to nitpick, I think I like what Range Rover was doing in the previous generation 2020 with those intuitive icons and
Yeah,
constantly changing
yeah.
screens. I loved the center display, but yeah, I would want to know if we can remove all of this and put the third seat in place.
Oh yes, this is definitely doable. All of these, if you see the nut bolts are exposed here. The reason is this is a true blue off-roader, and the off-roading geeks sometimes don't even want their doors, and that's how you can just keep them out and just go all out off-roading.
And then you can hose down the car no matter what kind of
Oh,
dirty
yes,
feet you have
yes,
managed to
yes,
put in.
yes, yes.
And that would be lovely, no doubt about that. All controls are good. Only Nilesh, these plastics, this rubbery feeling plastic that is all around on our dash, that's the real one that I'm concerned about, especially in the climates, in our climate, in the Indian climate.
I think if I have to put my logic to it, why would Land Rover end up giving this plasticky, rubbery, kind of plastic is maybe washability of this. This is something that is easily washable. I think what grouse I would have to add on here is the gear knob.
Really?
Yeah, the old generation Land Rovers had that charm to it of that
Of course.
gear knob rising up to the occasion.
Oh,
I think that is something that is missing, and this touch and feel, I'm not very happy with the touch and feel of this. Yeah.
But honestly, cool seats.
Yeah, I mean that is.
If it's an SUV that we are taking out in the hot scorching sun, the AC is just chiller, no doubt about it. In fact, I think I can faintly hear the third row AC
Yeah.
at full blast right now.
And we're in full blast actually.
Yeah, we are out in the scorching sun. So it's nice, and it's been a pleasure to drive this. It made, but then this is on the road. This is on a highway. If I had to drive a car on a highway, it would perhaps be a sedan. So I think this.
Deserves to go somewhere else.
Yeah, this is not the fair test to just keep it out on the road, right, Nilesh?
Yeah. So then why not go off-roading?
Let's do that. The beast is where it belongs. This is its home ground. I'm sure it'll do fine. I think we have nothing to worry about.
Absolutely.
It's got all kinds of electronic gizmos. Everything's turned on, and we have this beautiful view here. Let's just go.
Yeah. So let me go to the mode and let us go to. We're going to go what?
Rock crawl should be good.
Rock crawl and low selected. And
I like how your display changed in the
Oh, yes.
center console as well.
I'm really loving this, the way these cameras are, and I'm also loving this.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
better. A better view to have.
I'm just loving this is petrol. Usually you associate off-roading with diesels,
Correct.
yeah, and I'm just tapping the accelerator. I'm not doing anything else, and it is just going.
I hear no resistance. I hear no grunt. I don't hear the RPM revs going too high.
Yeah.
Just going through smoothly, and I think we are pretty stable.
Yeah, they say go anywhere
Go anywhere.
with this Defender.
Now look at that terrain. I see actual rocks after a few bushes,
Yeah.
and I'm not as much worried, to be very honest. We can just switch
Click
back.
on the mode so that
Yeah,
it gives
so if
me.
you know that you're getting some resistance, you can check if any
Yeah.
of your tires are on a rock
Yeah.
and give it that little extra push.
Yeah. And man, this is a beast.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's able to hold well. It's got a crawl mode. It's able to creep even on the rocks.
And we're just going.
And at this point of time, if the curious person in me wants to know the incline that we are at, it's got that available on your display as well.
Oh,
We're at a 10-degree incline and we're tilting -7 degrees to our left. At the moment,
of course we don't have weight
weight
sensing because
sensing,
we're on water.
but it does show weight sensing as well. So that's lovely. This cam is also quite useful because it shows all corners with the sensors.
Yeah.
But I think
What I
it works
particularly
with-
liked here, if you go back on that mode, I really love this.
Oh yeah.
And look at this. Yeah. Another beautiful thing. Look at the animation that changes really if you press. Yeah. If you just press once again.
Oh,
This
that's lovely.
is
That's lovely.
phenomenal, you know.
That's so pretty.
So even yeah, how the entire
Wow.
angle changes. You know, so you exactly know where your car is, what's happening with your SUV, and it's simply
That's
Lovely.
really smooth. That is really smooth. The animation quality, the graphics on the screen quality is brilliant, and I think it's matched the color of our car.
yes, and this is Land Rover's latest entertainment system called as PV Pro, and Defender was the first one to get PV Pro, and now apparently all their cars, when I say cars, of course Jaguar cars, and all the other Land Rover models are slowly and steadily switching over to PV Pro.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow, this is
look at
fantastic.
Look at this. You know,
This is
if I just have to, it just goes. You know, look at the grunt. It just went.
It just went.
Going.
You can see the bonnet. I've got nice comfy grab handles here,
Yeah.
here.
Oh, you can even hold there. They scared you.
Now that Suraj, we have driven the Defender on road, off road, we have seen its highway capabilities, we have seen the off-roading capabilities. Now, what are your thoughts on this Defender now?
So honestly, thoughts have to be put. If I just keep the thoughts away from the price, it's a fantastic car. I mean, there's nothing like this that I've ever experienced. The amount of tech that is on board, the true mechanics that it has, the whole PV Pro infotainment system make this seem like a breeze.
Yeah.
Packed with muscle, looks the part, does the role, does the job, fits everything. But when you look at it from this price point, so to speak, I mean, of course, like you told me before, the entire Land Rover family does this.
Correct.
So then when you look at it from this price point, and we just drove the 7 Series the last time we were with MWTV, which was at a similar price point. This definitely does not ooze luxury at any level, right?
On that note, all those folks, if you have checked the 7 Series video that we had put on the YouTube channel, and if you have read the 7 Series review on our website, give us a thumbs up. Let us know how did you like that video. But yeah, now coming back to your Defender. Yeah.
Sports utility vehicle is a phenomenon that is completely defined by this car. It is utilitarian in everything that it does. So it's fantastic. I'm in love with the car, to be very honest. Not so much with the first SAV that we drove. This is what is appeals to me. But Nilesh, we at MWTV, with our helpline, with our phone numbers, with our website, with our Instagram, we are always trying to find the right car for the right buyer. I'm a little caught off guard here. Who's the right buyer for this car?
I think you have to put the things in perspective. I really like the word you said, utilitarian. And I would like to say it's premium utilitarian, right? Not just utilitarian, because then you have the Thar. And I really don't want to put the car in the Thar's perspective, because Thar is no match to what a Defender can do, or for that matter, any Land Rover product can do.
True,
Right?
true.
So this is premium utilitarian as a product. And now when you look at the capabilities of this Defender, and as we were talking about it earlier, where almost every Land Rover will possibly do what the Defender does, but this Defender, while Land Rover says above and beyond for their cars, for Defender it says go anywhere.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
That makes all the difference in the world.
Folks, what we did today on this terrain was just a tip on the iceberg of what the Defender can do. But I was having fun. While I was behind the wheel, I was having fun doing even that much. So whom does this car really for? The sassy, the savvy, the classy SUV that Land Rover has by the name of, let's say, Discovery, right? That SUV is for the CEO who would not venture out in the jungles on the weekend.
Perhaps just to his farmhouse, which is a little away from the city.
That's what. Yeah, but that CEO who loves to go out to the jungle, loves camping, loves going to a place where nobody else dares to go, for that CEO, I think Land Rover has a brilliant product. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what the Defender is. If you are someone who loves to go outdoor, and I don't mean regular outdoors, I mean somewhere which nobody else will dare to go. If that is where you love to go, this Defender will take you like nobody's business.
Yeah, I think it's also for the entrepreneur or the innovator who is out in the mountains trying to reach people where people can't be reached, because with 900 millimeter wading depth, it can go across a few streams, across a few rivers. So if you're out in Himachal Pradesh, in Uttarakhand, Leh Ladakh, anywhere where you have to reach inaccessible areas, but you want to do it in comfort, want to do it with style, want to make sure you're not going to be left stranded and achieve your goal, whatever it is. Maybe you're supplying food, maybe you're doing something with handicrafts of the local artisans. The possibilities are endless, because truly this one can go anywhere.
That reminds me, should we go Himalayas?
I think we should. A road trip with this?
We should open up an office in Himalayas.
That would be interesting. I am sure a couple of our MWTV members would vote highly for it.
Yeah, I think we should,
We should, yeah.
But while we decide whether we should go to Himalayas or not, if you have watched till here, thank you for watching. Keep subscribing to us. We need that love, and we will get such content for all of you at all times, right? And all those who love reading, we have our website out there, mwtv.in. We almost have thousands of people watching that website, seeing that website every day, and almost what, 200 plus articles
Oh
now?
yeah, easily.
You must check out. And hey, we forgot the history of Defender.
Oh, we did mention it, but let's reminding you guys again. If you missed out on what we said in the beginning, or you're not sure, go now, read the history of Land Rover, realize why this car is so important, why after 30 years the second generation comes through and it comes with a bang, and what it means to so many people world over, be it Kenya, be it Namibia, be it your Northeast, and what this car has done for years, what it stands for, what it represents. All such insights on our website, mwtv.in. Do subscribe to the YouTube channel and to the website. We shall send you our regular newsletter updates as well.
Yeah. On that note, this is Nilesh signing off. That's Surat signing off. See you soon in our next video. Take care.